All right, we're back. We're reading Almost Otis by me, Dusty Thompson, wearing a different shirt and tie combination. This one's from Lily Francis Myers Gardner in Jackson, Mississippi. Hey, Lily Francis. It's your Uncle Dusty. For those of you following along, we are on page 80. The blog dated Tuesday, January the 10th, 2012. Does Preppy come in pill form? Question mark. Anyone who knows me knows I have one cowlick in the front of my hair and two in the back, here and here. Why my parents left me in the care of bovines in my formative years is anybody's guess. The cowlick in front is a nuisance to someone as particular about my appearance as I am. This, is just how my hair does. That's because of the cowlick. I didn't pick this, it picked me. For the remainder of this entry, I will refer to my cowlick as the swoop, as shortening it to the lick makes me as uncomfortable as I was accompanying my niece, hey Peyton, to the premiere of Eclipse, one of those horrifying Twilight movies. Yes. Since when did pasty become the new chic? If I were in high school now, I would be muy popular, which is Spanish. As I am so pale, I'm almost translucent. And I have been known to sparkle in the sunlight. Well, actually, I freckle, but they both end in cull, so I'm still in the game, right? When the swoop is parted on the left, it causes my hair to swagger into formation, not unlike Conway Twitty. For those who aren't familiar with Mr. Twitty, may he rest in peace, you can reference John Travolta in Grease or Johnny Depp in Crybaby. If you're younger than that, you shouldn't be reading this and need to go to bed. I feel quite sure it's past your bedtime, child. However, if I part my hair on the right, the swoop leaps into formation resembling Superman from the movie starring Christopher Reeve, not the TV show where Bo Duke was the dad. The point I am trying to make is, why do we call it a cowlick? Why this particular animal? Why this particular gesture? Did it actually happen to someone back in the 16 whatevers? I have researched the history of the swoop, and here's what I found. Cowlicks are also referred to as hair whorls and trichoglyphs. It was started in the 16th century and referred to the way a mother cow licks her young's head, causing a swirling pattern in the hair. While those are interesting facts, the name needs work, doesn't it? Trichoglyphs could be useful in my quest to use as many obscure references as possible in casual conversation. Telling someone I have multiple trichoglyphs could elicit all manner of responses depending on whether they thought this was a medical condition, a weird animal, or a tattoo. Hair whorl could be interesting, although it would be consistently misspelled by a citizenry who for some reason can't master the proper use of your and your. And I'm talking to everybody on Facebook. I realize the word cowlick is not something to which many people pay attention. However, it is the one thing I feel is keeping me from being completely amazing. I think we can all agree with fantastic hair, I could take over the world. Well, hair and a family fortune. And considering the dad lives with me, I'm thinking the family fortune is nowhere to be found. When he asked me why he couldn't have been born rich instead of good looking, I wonder myself. About the money, that is. I have grown accustomed to ignoring the dad's rants about his awesomeness at anything other than reality show, competition level eating, Olympic caliber flatulence, and oddly enough, crocheting. Yes, my redneck macho father crochets. It's an interesting dichotomy to reside in someone who retains no resemblance of the couth he apparently faked throughout my childhood. Don't even start with me. This man leaves sugar-free popsicle sticks stuck to the placemats on my dining room table, along with used blood sugar test strips and crumbs of indeterminate origin, his electronic solitaire game in whichever paperback western he is enjoying at the moment. It looks like he robbed a Walgreens. And he never said, "Excuse me," when he passes gas from either end. He ignores it, guffaws, or begins to look for the frog he assures me he just stepped on. Where's that frog, JD? Back to the crochet, which is French for hook. He is pretty adept at a skill he obtained while being jailed for some random fight on some random weekend in the bustling metropolis of Lake Providence, Louisiana, when he was younger. I'm not sure if it was one of those times where he got in a fight because he was bored, or simply doing any manner of things that were illegal in that era. I could never depend on him to stick with the same lie twice, much less tell the truth once. But whatever the situation, he's a skilled crochet artist, and he produces them at a rate you can only compare to Southeast Asians sewing hidden buttons for Alan Flusser. I love a hidden button. He crocheted 8 Afghans and 4 scarves between Thanksgiving and Christmas. He's already finished a gift for someone who is retiring from the hospital in June. I have made more runs to the craft section of Walmart for thread than an ill-prepared vacation Bible school teacher. And if I have to lie to the woman at the checkout line about my daughter's Kinley's last-minute school project one more time, she's going to get suspicious. Apparently, I do care what Esperanza thinks of me. Oh, did I tell you I now have a daughter named Kinley? She's ever so sweet. She's a carbon copy of my niece Peyton. So much so I could use Peyton's photos and say she was Kinley if push comes to shove. Not that I would do that. Well, at least not more than once. Okay, once at Walmart and once at Target. Lydia, my Target cashier, seemed curious as to why I had so many boxes of popsicles, Uncrustables, and Kool-Aid. That darn Kinley, I laughed. We gave her my parent shrug. What can you do with a teenager? What am I supposed to do? Admit the Uncrustables are for me? I literally eat one every day. They are so delicious. That'd be admitting I like the song by the boy who used to have that haircut, and I stood in line to see Toy Story 3, and that's a bit more mature than I care to be at this juncture. And that boy with the haircut is that song Baby Baby by Justin Bieber, way back in the day. I love that song. It's good. And I fully intend on blaming the dad. Apparently lying is contagious. I knew catching country was just a gateway, y'all. I'm slowly becoming a redneck again, but I'm going to do everything in my power to fight it. In fact, tonight I'm wearing a tie and matching pocket square to bed. And again, thank you, Emily and Lily Francis Garner, for that. And we'll see you next time.